I'm going to start today with talking about the gateway that opens in the heart of divine love. When your commitment to the spiritual path has really eclipsed the distractions, the disbursements of your focus and so forth, and truly the spiritual path becomes permanent in your life. So the commitment creates the steady steps on the path, but it's when that ultimate commitment to the path has been made. It's a commitment of intellect, it's a commitment of the heart, it's a commitment of the will. But it's also the commitment that causes the heart to undergo a very miraculous transformation, if you will. And so the whole idea of purification, of purifying out old emotions, old sentiments, disappointments, all those sorts of things that distract you from divine love, your natural state of being. It is then that the deep walk with God is so compelling that the process of purification, the process of inner transformation, of rising above illusion, of rising above the distractions of mental and emotional content that are other than the sublime walk with God, truly begins to take place. And so you can feel and sense the celestial calm from which I offer this conveyance. But it is the deep, deep, deep walk with God that begins to open what I refer to as the royal heart. And so there's many, many explanations for the transformation of the heart from tradition to tradition. Whether it is a quaking of the heart, whether it's attractions and expansions that feel like giving birth to an inner linga, or whether it is the quivering that happens as the heart chakra is opening. And also, when expanses take place and the breath of God is moving through the heart, and the whispering breath of God that moves through the heart is such a deeply profound inner experience that indeed the presence of God within the heart as it is felt is utterly all-compelling. And that moment where God's love is established in your own heart, when that love is a living, enlivened presence in your own heart, when it has become everything, when the heart is fully immersed, saturated, and permeated with your love of God, it is then that the presence of love is the existence from which you live. And so I have experienced the quaking and expansions of the heart that truly do feel as though you are giving birth through the heart chakra, and the presence of the Logos is opening the heart. And certainly the quivering and the quaking that comes when initiation is experienced, when that fiery, hot, white light is issued forth from the great ones, from the Logos, that literally flings open the doors of the heart, that cracks open the heart chakra, dear ones. And you are laying bare before the lotus feet of the Sat Guru of the heavens, the Sat Guru of your heart, the cosmic Christ of all cosmic Christs, by what name you reference the God of gods, is purely your own need for language, for understanding, for deepening. It matters not truly what you call it. It doesn't matter what you call it. But what I am talking about is the deep, deep space of the royal heart, the enlightened heart. That celestial calm, that unceasing flow of the presence of God that dwells within your inner humanity. Because it is the inner humanity of the enlightened heart that is the new potential for awakening. No longer will the modern initiate dwell in the cave or in the seclusion of the monastery, but rather we will be out in the midst of the village, the community, the world, the nation. And it is the visible enlightenment. It is the visible, palpable sense and feeling of the royal heart that we offer others that truly begins that compelling message that yes, enlightenment is truly the natural state for all human beings. As illusion is renounced, attachments are renounced, and as we truly come to rest within that perfection, that existing perfection of the deep heart, where love and brotherhood is truly the only possibility for relationship between human beings, between nations, between mother and father, between siblings. That is self and other. That is the oneness of self and other that the royal heart makes possible. So in the royal heart existence, the path of enlightenment is the creator of that oneness. And there is no second thought or separation between the existence in a human incarnation and existence itself. It is all one singular coherency, dear ones. And so press your hand on your heart, if you will. Breathe ever more deeply into your innermost being. And just really dropping into your heart. And as you go deeper and deeper yet and deeper yet, you will discover that there are many, many dimensions of the heart. And then there is that ultimate purity of love, the love immaculate, that ultimate love of self and godliness that is truly one presence, one existence. Be with yourself, for it is truly the royal heart in which you will find the sublime effortlessness of divine love for all things in existence, and the celestial calm that witnesses the appearances that come and go, and delivers the response that is needed, the divine response, the Raja response. Yet is that sacred calm always the absolute existence that you abide in. Be with yourself. Deepen into your heart. rest in love. Just rest in love.